Hey, John. How you doing there, buddy? Put on my pen here. I should wear it around here. Hey, Boisa. Boika. How you doing? I always get your name spelled pronounced wrong. I'm quite sure. I'm sorry. I forget people's names until after I've seen them a few times, and then I was talking to a person the other day, and I was talking to him and his wife. I talked to her a few times, and then she came out, and we were just talking away, man. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, what is her name? What is her name? And then I just thought, well, I'll wait around for a while and see if she'll give me a hint on who she is. And then finally, I just have to say, excuse me, I'm sorry, but what is your name? That's right. Yeah, this is Justice for Timmy Henley. That's what we've been fighting for since September the 4th of 2018. You know, those of you who, you guys, people who are in here right now, I see it. I see you. You know the story about what all happened and stuff. And I appreciate you following Regan and following me. I'm new at all this stuff. I don't really know what I'm doing on here. So, and I get pissed off sometimes and I say stuff that I shouldn't say, you know? So, I know I said five, but, I just got through watching Regan's and I thought, well, it went faster than I thought. So I'm entitling this. It could happen to you. This, anytime, you could just, anything like this could happen to you or anybody you care about or, your next door neighbor, you know? And so that's what makes me a believer, because it did happen to me. And sometimes it feels like a dream, but all right, we'll talk to you in a little bit. So, how's everybody doing though? Is everybody having a nice day? Yeah, you're right, John. You always think that. You hear stories about, you hear these stories about things happening to people. And you think, wow, that's not going to happen to me. Hey, Regan, great show you did there. Like that. Like your glasses. I like your glasses. Hey, your sound system sounds pretty good. Sounds really good. So anyway, yeah, I'm just going to recap a little bit on some stuff that I've already talked about, and I'm promise I'm not going to get mad and say stupid stuff. In fact, I'm not going to cuss. Maybe a little bit. No, I've actually been doing pretty good. I'm doing well. So how's everybody else doing? Is everybody doing good? Not too hot for you? It's been hot here. We're having like a couple of days of break. It's only like 94, 93 now. But tomorrow and the next day, it's supposed to get hot, really hot. So anyway, as I was saying, I'm titling this. It could happen to you, and that right there is something that like John just said. You always think it can't happen to you, but anything can happen to you at any given time. You're not promised tomorrow. You're not promised the next second. And since all this has happened, I kind of I get a little freaked out a little bit sometimes when I come encounter with the police, you know, and I think, wow, is this are they going to get mad and they're going to shoot at me or what? Yeah, you never know what they're going to do. Yesterday, Lenny, she's disabled, so we have one of those uh, placards that you hang on the mirror and you can park in a handicap thing, and she can't hardly walk. She can't walk very far at all. And so we got in there and we're grocery shopping. It's like 100 degrees outside, and we're in there shopping, and some dude's running around in there going, somebody parked in the handicap thing with a silver and white pickup. That's all we heard. You know, I don't have a silver and white pickup. I have a silver pickup. I don't have a silver and white pickup. So we get out of there, we start driving down the road. We got a ticket, and we have our placard, but she gave me the wrong placard. It expired in June in 2019. Of course, it's $308. Yeah. So this morning, I didn't have any work today, so I just had some stuff that I needed to do today. So I went down there, took the old one down there. They were pretty nice after they searched me and scanned my body and all that stuff with that metal thing. It's kind of weird. You walk into City Hall before you go anywhere. As soon as you walk into the City Hall, they have scanners there now. It's kind of weird to me, but I guess they got to be safe. But they're all pretty cool. I get along with everybody though. I found that kindness brings better words to people, makes them act different than if you go in there and be a sourpuss and demanding this and demanding that. It actually turned out pretty good. I just told them, hey, look, I took this person shopping and they gave me the wrong placard and I hung it up there and came back out and got a ticket. And here's the new placard and here's their thing. And so I just got to have her fill out some paperwork and take in a copy of her ID and it's squashed. That's $308. It's a lot of money. $308, and you already had it. Yeah. So, but you're thinking on the way there. I was thinking about it because of my past experiences of dealing with, you know, tickets and DMVs and all that stuff. You always think about that mean old dude there with his bifocal glasses looking down at you, going, "No, you're gonna pay this. This is what you owe. I don't care. You should have had the right one." It's like, dude, bud. But it was not that way. The lady actually I talked to, she was a very nice person. Her name was Gabby. Gabrielle. Yeah. She's a very nice woman. Very nice lady. So get that squash. Well, I'll have to go back. Probably have to go back Monday because they're closed tomorrow. But I'll probably just run down there Monday, and it's really easy to get in and out of there and just give them the information they need so I can get that. I don't want to pay no $300. That's a lot of money. Robbery, highway robbery. It's not highway robbery. It's parking lot robbery. And the funny thing is here in Modesto, they're doing a bunch of work on this Walmart that's right there. I live like a block from Walmart, and they're doing a bunch of work inside of there, which I don't know what they're doing, but they have the whole parking lot, half of the parking lot taken up. So people are all trying to find places to park. But anyway, so here's what the thing is we're talking about body cams and dash cams for Westminster, Colorado Police Department. You know, I sent I sent out a bunch of emails to them. I probably didn't. I don't do as much as Regan probably does. I sent but I did send out several. I sent one out to Jim Carlson, the chief of police, which he was out. He's out on vacation or something for like a month, and it came right back. And I've never talked to. I have never dealt with Kim Barron at all. Regan's been talking to her, but I did. I have sent one to Dean Milano. I sent him one, and his response back was something that he just copied and pasted what Kim Barron had done, and it was a bunch of nonsense stuff. It's like, well, we don't really feel the need to have body cams when other agencies are thinking about discontinuing their body cams and dash cams, and which is bogus because a lot of agencies, police officer agencies and stuff, they like that because it clears them, and it also shows when the public gets bad with them. Well, yeah, public could get bad. Public, people get bad with police too. It's not just police that are out of control. Sometimes people are out of control. I've seen people. I've seen a guy at Walmart. They just hollering and yelling at that little bitty lady over there, and she was actually helping me. I was asking her a question on refilling these big bottles of water. Because here in Modesto, you can't drink the water. It comes in your house. It's contaminated. It says right there when you pay the bill, this is not for human consumption. So everybody here, anybody who wants to, live without getting poison in their body, and you have bottled water. Hamburg charges $6.50 for 5 gallons of it, and it's just kind of expensive when you can get the same water right over here through the same machine to another machine, just same stuff, and it's only like $1.50 for 5 gallons. So that's where it was at. But anyway, I was asking this lady about this thing, and she's a little bitty short lady, and I was asking her, she was showing me some stuff, and that guy was over there, man, and he just got all weirded out, man, and started freaking talking to her, demanding that you didn't come to me when I told you to. Like, she's supposed to just jump when he hollers at her, and then he's asking to see the manager and stuff like that. And I'm just looking at her, and I'm sitting there, I'm waiting. I thought this guy was going to come off and start trying to swing at this lady, man. And I'm just standing there, and I'm looking at her. I wasn't going to let him hit her. There's no way I was going to hit him. I would have popped him in the jaw, knocked him out before they did that. But uh, so people get irate, man. People get irate. People just need to take a chill pill, man. I mean, take a chill. What's up, Justice for Timmy? What's up, Tom? We're talking about these body cams and dash cams and stuff, and that's one to be one of our fights is why Westminster, Colorado don't have them when all the other surrounding agencies do. I mean, these guys get $330 million on a budget, but yet no body cams and no dash cams. At least dash cams, you know, at least dash cams. But they should get that. You know, you can get all these emails, but anyway, we're pushing to. That's what we're pushing for. Plus, we're pushing for answers of why they won't respond back to us. They haven't responded back to me, and I write. Like I just wrote this Sergeant Newcomer, the sheriff deputy over there at the Adams County Courthouse. I think that's where it was, where Reagan was, and watching those security guards come out and hand her back the uh, flyers that she went and took her money and her time, and she's out there and she's trying to get public awareness for people to know about what's going on, what went on, and stuff like that. And then these dudes just come all the way outside and ask her if she wants her stuff back, and then throw it in trash. Me as a father, and she's out there with passing out stuff from my son that they just killed, coming up on a year. That really kind of hurts, and it kind of pissed me off a lot. If I would have been there, I don't know how I could have handled it. Honestly, if I'd saw somebody throw something like that of my son in the trash, I'd probably be in their jail right now. But anyway, so that guy is named the person that we need to talk to over there. His name is Sergeant Newcomer. Uh, yeah, Sergeant Newcomer, and he's Regan's posting all the information to where you can write him. Hey, we're not asking for you. She needs your help. If you live anywhere around there in Colorado, and she's one woman standing out there, and she'd never even met Timmy face to face. She's never met me face to face. But you have this woman going out there, man, and standing up for my rights. That's just totally awesome, man. You know, I wish I could be there with her. I'm here in California. It's quite a drive just to run over there. But you have one woman, and she's writing emails, and she's talking to people, she's calling people and stuff, and she's not real. The only thing that she wants to gain out of this is public awareness. She's not asking to get paid. She's not asking to get thrown under the bus about why Eric did this and why it isn't this and how come that. Who cares about all that stuff? That's not even what we're here for. We're not here to argue and fight with other people. They got their own thing going on over there. That's fine. I've never talked to that Eric dude. I mean, Regan was the one that I started talking to right away, and and then she at first when I started emailing her and texting her and talking to her, it took a little bit of me talking to her for a little bit before I hooked her in. No, that's not true. But I have evidence. I have evidence that me and Tommy had dug up for since Timmy got shot. We already knew as soon as they shot Timmy and tried to feed us this bullshit story. Oh, this. cockamamie story. Since they told us that, I knew that wasn't right. And everybody here in California, that anybody that knows Timmy, anybody who knows Timmy knows that story does not fly. The only ones that believe that story are the people that are telling it. Okay. Yeah. The only people who believe that Timmy would be out there busting in doors and flinging knives and chasing after cops are the people that have created that story. And it's like this. You can't even prove that Timmy broke into any houses because the evidence of the body, of Timmy's body, says different. I don't care what people want to say and think. You take a young man that's pretty fit. He's really fit. He's played football for 17 years. Might as well say. Let's see. Yeah, around 17 years. Played football. Played middle linebacker. Played middle linebacker, outside linebacker. He played fullback, and he even came down and played offensive guard on the line in a couple games for semi-pro regulator team. And so, I mean, but you're going to take a guy like that, and he's going to be barefooted, and you're saying that he has a knife, and he's busting in these doors. Well, the bottoms of his feet would be tore up. Or he would have damage done to his shoulders or whatever, his forearms. None of that stuff can be proven because none of that stuff was wrong with his body. The only thing that was wrong with his body was a bunch of bullet wounds. So there's no way nobody can make me believe that he did that. And he wasn't flipped out trying to fight cops and stuff like that. That's another bullshit story. And everybody knows that. Timmy played football for years. Like I said, he played football, basketball, wrestled. And all his teammates, everybody, they all come to me and they say, that story just does not fly. And it doesn't fly. And it's not going to fly. And we're not going to go away. It's not going away. It may look like we're losing ground, but we're actually gaining ground. Because every day there's something new coming to light. And so, but Regan needs your help. We need your help to go in. Like these guys. You don't got to get all irate and act, goofy to where they won't write you back, but ask them honest questions. Ask some honest questions, man. How come you allow your police department to tamper with evidence? Why do you allow it? Chief of police, Tim Carlson, you have to call you out. Why do you allow Dean Villano and all his little goons over there to take evidence out and destroy it or hide it? Why do you allow that? They need to be wearing body cams too. When they're handling the evidence, they need to have body cams on, and they need to make sure that they can't turn them off. That's the same thing. It's the same thing as the body cams and dash cams. And that was another one of that when Dean Villano, and I'm not going to try to talk bad about the guy because, but he made the statement through an email to me that it was the privacy issue of the officers was one reason why they didn't want to have why they didn't want to they didn't really care about body cams. It's because of the privacy issue of officers. Privacy issue of officers? Come on, are you seriously going to try to tell me that? The moment that cop gets in that cop car and clocks in, his privacy is over. He works for us. He's not no privacy. I mean, we don't need to follow him in the bathroom when he's taking a piss or whatever, but when he gets in that cop car and he's out on his route, his privacy issues are over with. He is working for the public. So that is another crazy, stupid statement to say, well, it's the privacy issue. The privacy issue? Come on, you serious? You really serious? You privacy? Okay, yeah. When he goes home, private at home, but when he comes to work in the morning and he puts on that badge and straps on that gun and gets in our cop car that we pay for, his privacy is out the window. Yeah, well, the other victims too, but see, they don't. There's other victims. They kill people in Westminster, Colorado, and Aurora. Yeah, they kill people over there, and I don't know much about Aurora. I haven't really followed much stuff over there, but I've seen a few things that's went on over there, and I do know that our attorney he kept mixing up Westminster with Aurora quite often. I mean, when he was talking about Westminster, he said Aurora tons and tons of times. So Aurora must be just as bad, you know. Uh, but anyway, so that's what Regan is wanting. Me and her were talking about it. We talk all the time, but there's sometimes we don't talk because I'm busy, she's busy, and we have things that we're doing other than chasing down this, But um, the last time I watched her out there, man, it's like I said just a minute ago, she's just one woman, man. She's out there and she's doing this for the family, and she's getting little or no respect. You know, I give her all kinds of respect. Because she's out there every day, strapping up when she goes out, and she's battling for my son. And it could happen to you too. So I mean, people, what we need is we don't need somebody just to hang on for drama. We need somebody to actually sit down, take a few minutes, take it just a few minutes to just to start writing emails. She's posting them right here. If you look on here right now, she's posted, and plus on her stream, you can get these emails. She's giving you the emails, and and if you're not sure what to ask, just go back and watch some of the streams. Yeah, it can happen to any of us at any time, and and I'm just totally grateful that I've met Regan, and I met her through uh, what's that, Disarm Police in America website or something like that. That's where I met her. Well, I didn't meet her. Somebody gave me her name, and I Googled her and tried. I mean, I didn't Google. Yeah, I did. I watched a few live streams of her and stuff like that. But anyway, that's how I ended up met her. I just started sending her met. We started talking, and we ended up becoming friends. Her and I ended up becoming pretty good friends. I think we're really good friends. I feel like I've known her for a lot of years. Yeah, the internet can bring us together, and it can also tear us apart. And that's one thing that I'm not going to allow to happen with this relationship with her, with Regan, and and her husband Bo. He helps out a tremendous lot too. See, he's the one that doesn't want to get in the spotlight. He doesn't like it. Some people are that way, and that's cool. But he backs his wife up all the way, and these two right here. They're not standing out here asking for money. They're just asking for you to throw in 2 cents, and your 2 cents is just back is if you're in Colorado, you know if you're around there close to Regan, I'm sure if you asked her, hey, you know what, do you want to sit down and have a cup of coffee? I'm quite sure she'd probably go drink a cup of coffee with you, and and you guys could go. She could help ground up some people to go do a public march or something. Because we need to get some. We need to make some noise in Westminster, because I feel that what I feel right now personally is I feel that they're just disrespecting us. We're not making enough noise, and it's just one person, just two people sending the email here, sending the email there, and after a while they just look at it and they just toss it over in the spam, or they probably already put it over in spam, and they don't even look at it because they don't care, because they think it's all over with. You're right. And some people just don't. and I understand you just don't want to get, you just don't want to get involved. You don't want your name associated with something like that. And and hey, and I was in that seat too. I was in that seat too. And didn't want to get involved in. I still, still, but now I see how government is, and I've been taking a closer look at how government is, and how government, is supposedly there to help us, but is. Yeah, there's a lot of people involved for the wrong reasons. We're not in it for hate. We're in it to better. We're in this to make it better. Me personally, I could say, hey, you know what? I hate all cops and I hate everybody in the state of Colorado. And you know what? We should just send an atom bomb over there and just be done with it. I mean, but no, I ain't like that. No, because there's a lot of good people over there. A lot of real good people. I watch a Bible study show from there. Andrew Womack. He's right there from Colorado. I like him. I watch him in the morning sometimes when I'm drinking my coffee. Andrew Womack. He's a Bible teacher right there in the state of Colorado. I watch this show all the time. Then there's another one, the Sarah and I can't forget the name. Now but they're from there too. They're kind of they're two women. You know, I watch them. They're in Colorado too. So I watch those. That's where I find my strength because in God, and and that's where I'm gonna stay because that's where I'm safe. But so, however, all cops are guilty until proven innocent. That's the way I've been. You're right. I've been viewing that right now, and I'm looking at it right now, and that's the way I think. It's just, I see a cop gets in my rearview mirror, or a cop passing me, and all of a sudden I start thinking, wait a minute, man, this dude's gonna pull me over and shoot me, or is this dude gonna harass me, give me a ticket? It's just a freaky thing. It's kind of a freaky thing. Well, I'm glad you came back. We missed you. What'd you buy us at the store? Did you get us some candy bars? Vika, did you buy some candy bars for us all? She had to go to the store, or Vika had to go to the store. Yeah, you're right. They make you nervous a little bit, but and then I just have to grab, I just have to snap out of it and say, get dinner from Sonic. Ooh, Sonic's pretty good. Yeah, they have those limeades and stuff over there. I like those. But yeah, so yeah, the police they make me nervous too sometimes, but most of the time they don't ever bother me, and cops don't ever bother me. I mean, they don't ever pull people over driving a truck with the trailer on the back unless we're running over curbs and stuff like that. We don't do that. We just go get our work done and we'll get back. We don't want to play around. But anyway, so that's the thing of it is so Westminster, Colorado, right there, they have $330 million in their annual budget, which is divided up. That's 313,000 residents. So that that's paying for that. And then there's the other issue that we've seen out. I've seen out a lot. The summary that I have had Regan write for me because she's can spell better and all that stuff. She knows all that punctuation. But anyway, I've been sending that out to quite a few people too. Uh, the summary of Timmy Henley because people gotta pe- people need to know the real story, not just what the cops say. In the media, they don't want this. They don't want it. They want to side with the police. They like the story the police are feeding them. You know, I sent out one to the summary. I sent it out over there to Staler Staler at ColoradoCommunityMedia.com. Sent them one too. Never heard anything back. So that just tells me they just want to just believe what the cops say. Believe what the police say because they're right. No, they're not right. because I got 101 reasons why they're not. They're not right, especially in this incident. And and automatically, as soon as you start telling somebody about, police shot, I just talked to a guy the other day I've been working with here recently. I had never talked to him or anything, and he's never said anything to me about it because I don't really get out there and post a lot of stuff out there because of business and stuff about this. Because people get the wrong idea. You know, people read the story that the cops wrote. Oh, guy's son was burglarizing houses, got shot by the cops. Must have been a bad guy. That's what you think, but that's not even the story. That's not even nowhere near the truth. Nowhere near the truth. Timmy, I posted Timmy is so full of life. He loved every second of life, and he didn't have drug problems. He didn't like to have drug problems. He liked to drink beer. He liked to smoke a little weed. He liked to do some lines, man. Just like every college kid, you know. How many college kids have you known that went out and just really painted the town and tore it up, then went off and become great parents, become doctors, lawyers, whatever, you know? We all go through those phases. Some of us don't ever do that, but we all go through phases to when we're young and we do things. We're out there testing the waters and stuff like that, you know? So that's the problem. Why that's one of the 101 reasons why those cops were telling a lie, and they continue to tell that lie. And I heard this the old reason that you lie so much you believe yourself. If you tell that lie so many times that you can believe yourself. So I wonder if they really do believe it. Maybe you should email them and ask them. But anyway, still, yeah, just like Regan just said, drug use or not, it's not a death sentence. It's not a death sentence by anybody. If you don't like this, if you don't like that person, stay away from them. It's not a death sentence. You shouldn't kill somebody. You have no right to take anybody's life. Unless they're trying to take yours or bust in your house. Well, like that guy over in Aurora. Look what happened to him. He killed the guy that was trying to get into his house, and then the cops came and shot him. Right? Wasn't that how the story went? Cops came on and shot him. And they were standing outside. I saw the video. They were standing outside, so there's no way that guy's inside. He could hear. He didn't hear the cops. And how does he know that it's the cops? They're outside. It's dark. See? Richard Black was his name, right, Regan? And somebody came in the house and was trying to hurt his daughter, and then he pulled out a gun and then he shoot that person. I didn't really read the story, but I seen the video. And he shot that guy, and then the cops come up there, and then apparently the cops told them that they were the cops and that he needed to throw down his gun and come out with his hands up, and they were trying to say they shot him and killed this guy right in his own house. And then they tried to say, well, we identified ourselves as police officers. That's another thing that didn't happen for Timmy, is neither one of those cops identified themselves as police officers. Neither one. Not on any videos, not on any 911, when they have that little thing, you hear the gunshots from what the gunshots are going on, but you never hear the cops identifying themselves as, stop, freeze, this is Westminster Police Department. Put your hands up, get on your knees. Didn't say that. Just showed up and started shooting. That's what happened. And I have theories about why they did that. See, that's right there. Some half naked and fully naked dudes were physically attacking his grandson in his home. Yeah. Engelberg opened fire because he's a coward. That's all right. Hey, you're right. You got it right. And it pisses you off. Now, see, this is coming from a person who's never even met Timmy. She'd never met Timmy. They never did get together to have any cops. This is what this lady's doing. She's helping me, and she's helping Tommy, and she's helping all the family. And she even tries to talk to him. She's even opened it up. Yeah, all the evidence is there. This guy. The crime scene. That's like I just said. You can't convince me that Timmy did any of that stuff because he didn't. And he was hallucinating it that day. But I guarantee you, by the time the cops got there, from what I understand, that he was walking with looking down, looking at his phone with his phone in his hand, and that dude just blew him away. He was walking. He wasn't running at no cop. He was walking. Timmy was walking away from the apartment door downstairs, had his phone in his hand, looking down at his phone. The cop shot him. That's exactly what happened. And that's what the witnesses, there's a couple witnesses saying that. So see, there was witnesses that they didn't talk to, but now have been talking. So, it's just going to be pushed all the way down to there. See, and that's the only other information that I really have to give you right now. But this just that we need your help to actually write these guys and actually ask them, hey, how come you're not responding? Why do you not want to respond to an email? Are you scared to respond to an email? Is somebody stopping you from doing an email? Yeah, they created their own witness. You're exactly right. An off-duty cop that just happened to be in there at that time. He's an off-duty officer, but he wasn't for there. But he was an off-duty officer somewhere else. But he just happened to be there at that time. Walked all the way across the soccer field to get in some shade, and sees a cop, Engelberg, with his knee in Timmy's back, and Timmy laying on the ground. But yet this guy didn't hear no gunshots because only 11 bullets hit Timmy. But they're from the building. You look at the building and inside the building and stuff. That guy could have got shot because they were shooting in his direction. If he walked across that soccer field, they were shooting towards the elementary school, Rocky Mountain Elementary School. You can see it. Himpleman, when he pulled up, you could see the bullets that were going there. One grazed the post, went straight out there to that school. So that guy could have got shot. But anyway, I just thought I'd do a live stream tonight and just kind of come and ask you guys to, hey, go in here and get these emails and write these people letters, and don't get all irate with them and cuss them out and stuff like that because you're not going to get anything. You're not going to get any answers if you do that. And besides, that's defeating our purpose. We're not trying to cuss people out, and we just want some answers, and we just want to push that. Hey, you know what? Maybe it's time you guys really did start thinking about body cams, dash cams, because you guys seem to kill quite a few people over there. I mean, and you guys are judge, executioner, and jury. All you're right there, bud. You just hang them, bud. I mean. We've evolved more than that. It's 2000. It's 2019. We've evolved from back in the day of going out and stringing people up for stealing a horse. I hope we have. So that's what I kind of wanted to get on here, and I told Regan that I'd do this, and she wanted to try out some new stuff on her thing, and she's behind me 100%, and I don't expect her to do it every day. I don't expect her to do it every day, and there's some other options that have just now popped up that we're talking about doing. There's some things that I'm kind of thinking we need to do, but we're going to think about it, and we're going to, me and Regan. I was talking with Regan, but she wasn't talking to me about it. I was talking to her about it because I get pissed off and I just want to freaking just go wring somebody's neck. Hey Isaac, what's up, buddy? Yeah, so I get so pissed off, I just want to wring people's necks and stuff like that, And then when I see, like right now it's football season. But here's the thing. 2 nights in a row I've had Dream Team. 2 nights in a row. 2 nights. I don't see his face. I can't tell you what we're doing, but I know he's there. And last night we were watching the Denver game and uh, Falcon, the first NFL Hall of Fame game of the season. And we were watching that. I swear, Timmy was there. And then the other day I went to grab my phone. The other day I went and picked up my phone, and this video of Timmy pops on that phone, and he's playing horseshoes. I don't have the video. It's not in my phone. And I watched it, and I clicked out of it. I tried to go, did that just pop up? I went through all my stuff. I don't have that video. Freaky, huh? So Timmy's around, and Timmy's talking. I mean, I don't know. Yep, we do. We get pissed off, and we love people just right. You know, I know Regan gets pissed off, and she shares with me what she gets pissed off about. And there's sometimes that she crying. She's crying for my son. I believe that. I believe that, Regan. I know you can't find it anywhere in the Bible, but what we're just talking about. But I believe that because I'm serious. We were watching Denver Bronco game last night. We watched Champ Bailey get it and Ty Law. Those were our two. Ty Law and Champ Bailey. Those were our two number one. We like those guys. We talked about them. Me and Timmy, we always talked about these football players. Actually, he knew all about these football players, and he introduced me to them because he knew everybody. Everybody they mentioned on, oh yeah, I know that guy. He played over here. This is his college, and blah 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 blah. Yeah, this. He makes Timmy knew everything about it. In fact, he'd call me up. Are you watching the game? I'm coming over. When he wasn't staying here, when he wasn't leaving here, Timmy called me and said, Dad, are you watching the game? I'm on my way over there. I said, no. And he goes, well, get ready because I'm coming over there. We're going to watch the game. You know? So, my little, that's a hard one right there. But, football was something Timmy and I shared together. And that's cool, man. Still into it. But anyway, yeah, you get the headache. Yeah, we watch them all together. We did. I'm serious. He's here. I'm serious. It's like he was right there, sitting in that chair, watching the game. We're watching the game, and then it feels like it. It feels like he's here. And there's times to where he's right there with me. But in the dreams, the two nights in a row, I had dreams of Timmy, and I wasn't talking to him, and I wasn't talking to him, and I wasn't here. We didn't talk, and I couldn't see him, and I couldn't tell you what we were doing, but I knew he was there. I just knew it. I just knew he was there. It was weird. It was really weird, you know. So but that there's something else. But anyway, so hey, I'm not going to keep you guys very long. I've already been on here 43 minutes, and I know Regan's got to go to work, and I don't want to keep you guys tied up, but I really do thank you for coming out here. I mean, for getting on here and giving us some time to really think about it. And yeah, you're right, Lori. When you love hard, you fight hard, and I'm not ever going to give up. I'm never going to get up. In fact, the other day I was thinking, you know, in a few years when this is finally over with, what am I going to do? Thank you. Love you too, Regan. Yeah, communication is great. This is good. This is good. This is therapeutic for me too. You know, I mean, I have good days. I have really good days. A lot of days. I'm pretty good. I have really good days. But then I have days to where I'm just things are off. Things are way off. But then you know what? Is when I start having those bad days. Yeah, I'm going to coach again, Isaac. I am. Thank you, darling Marie. Thank you. There's some new people popping up on here that I haven't seen or I haven't paid attention. I'm sorry. But yeah, I'll coach football again. It's going to be kind of hard to go coach under somebody else once you've been a head coach. You can't just go once you've been a head coach and you know what works and what doesn't work, and you just can't go coach. I've tried that before, and it just drives me crazy. Yeah, the regulators. There's been a lot of thinking, talking about it too. Uh, regulator bringing regulator. If I do come back, when I do come back and coach, it will be with regulators. The regulators, I will bring them back. And I even thought about doing it real quick, like the next season, like 2020, 2020, putting the team out on the field. But I think that's a little bit too early because things are fixing to start. Get in court and stuff like that, and I can't be tied up and going through court and because we are going to be going through court, Isaac. And I can't be trying to coach a football team or run a football team and be fighting back and forth and coaching football. I just can't do that. I got to wait till this is over with because I'm not going to stop fighting for this because this is something that I'm going to fight, and never die, never give up until I breathe my last breath. I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight. This is my son. This is my dog. You didn't just run on my dog. You killed my damn son. I'm getting mad, don't. Sorry, but anyway, so hey, thank you guys for coming out here and supporting me, and get these emails, off of here, and we're just asking you to help. If you don't want to, that's fine. If you don't want to get involved and just rather just kind of look in now and then and see what's going on, that's fine. But I don't know who else is doing any emails, and if you are, thank you. But so far, what we need to do is when you do send emails, if you do send emails and you do get responses back, feed it to talk to Regan, talk to me, and see if we you know see, and tell us so we have things to talk about so that we can know we can strategize against each other and say okay so so-and-so's right this and this is what they said hey, hey that's the only way you make change and give them to Regan. I don't know how to post them, so you give them over to Regan, and she could post them. She's the internet person. She does all that stuff. I just barely learned how to live stream. Let's see, when did I live stream first? Was it like March, I believe? So March, April, May, June. So I got like 4 months under the belt, man. You can send them over to community forums for us at gmail.com. And that's Regan's email. You could send your responses to her and she'll post them on here for you. And we can, when we get back on here, we can all pull together and we can all talk about it. And, it really does, it really does help when you have other people behind you, backing you up. It really does. You don't know how good it makes me feel to come on here and see all these people's names here, all your names that are on here, And there's people that are on here watching that they're like the ghost people. They don't, let themselves be known that they're in here, and that's fine. That's fine. If you're out there and you're one of those people, you know, send an email and just anonymously send back a response. Maybe they'll respond to you. And you always get, if you're kind and you're pleasant, you get better response. It's just to prove that. You can walk into a place and you can start demanding stuff and you ain't gonna get anything but the door. And so when you walk in there and you're saying honey please and sweetheart and stuff like that and congratulating people and giving them kudos and stuff like that, you get a lot more out of it. You know, you're a people person, Isaac. You're a people eater. Nah, but I mean, if you don't want to be, yeah, it's fine. But it would be nice to have some other people on here so that for that we could even know if we're going in the right direction. Yeah, Regan, that's right. Email's good too because you don't got to talk to people. I'm better at emailing people than I am talking to people. Yeah, some I found that I'm better at asking questions on an email than I am if I'm standing before somebody talking with them. Because when you're talking to somebody, your emotions get involved, and when your emotions get involved, then you can't think. Do you know what I mean? So if you're emotionally involved, like I would be if I was to like get up in one of the Westminster Police Department's face and start talking to them, my emotions would be so far out of control that I couldn't control them, and I wouldn't be able to get anything accomplished. But now I can send them an email, and I can do that. Yeah, you know what I mean, huh? Because you'd be there, and you'd be like saying, oh, well, me, I'm talking to the person that I'd be come face to face with the dude that just freaking killed my kid. What all you're thinking about is grab this dude by the throat, or this is the dude that covered it all up, that took the files out and he's hiding them, or this, this is the guy who's got the cell phone holding it ransom. You can't get rid of the cell phone because everybody knows that it exists, but yet they don't want to put it in any report. You know, there's a reason for that because they know what's on the cell phone, and they know that once we get a hold of it, that their cover is blown because you can't erase them. So you can't erase the hard drive. It's like these computers. Whatever you put on that hard drive, it stays until you destroy it. Yeah, it would be hard to be in the same room with those guys. Yeah, you're right, Isaac. It would be, and especially coming from you and me, Isaac. You know how we take when we get on the field. We always used to say is, "Hey, we ain't got no problem on the sidelines, man. We got a problem on the field. We take it out on the field. You take it out on the field, and hey, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna knock you down. And when I knock you down, I may or may not reach down and grab your hand, but I'm gonna tell you, you better get used to being on the ground because I'm gonna push you there every play. Right? Get used to it because you're gonna be down there all day long. I'm gonna knock you down all day long." That's what we did. That's why I love DBs. I love defensive backs because the defensive back will light you up and knock you down until you say, you know what, boy, you better get used to being on the floor because you're going to be down there all night long. So anyway, hey, I'm going to have to cut this short here pretty soon, right now. So hey, it could happen to you. All this could happen to you. You're playing some linebacker now. That's good. But all this, anything could happen to you. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You're not guaranteed. But we together, we can build it better tomorrow. If we're not going to build it better tomorrow for us, then for the next person that comes along, because I don't really want anybody else to ever have to go through what I'm going through. I have faith I have a lot of faith in God and stuff like that. So, and I know to stay close to the Lord in this situation like this. I know that if I don't, then I'm just going to be another thug out there, and that's not what I'm not going to throw. I'm not going to stoop to that level. So I know that if I stay within the Lord, then I'm good, and that's what I'm going to stay because I don't want to resort back to that punk that I used to be 30 years ago. So I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend, and I will chat more back on here. And I I promise I'll try to get better and better at it with not getting all mad and stuff. But just thank you for supporting this cause, and like I said, get some emails going on to those people. Hey, you don't even got to tell us you didn't. You just if you want to do it and send an email over to Regan and with a response, or just even if you send it, just forward it to her, and then she could talk about it. And you tell her I don't want my name mentioned, and she won't mention your name. She's private like that. She's a good person. She's really good people. All right. So hey, you guys have a good weekend, and it's August, so a couple more months, and it's gonna start cooling off again. So you guys have a good one. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.